What is good, everybody? Welcome back to part 12 of the Ready or Not Ironman playthrough. Today we are working on Carriers of the Vine. I'd say I am a fan of this one. It is creepy, has a decent map, and it is actually on the easier side. The enemies are some elegant ladies who do not wear armor. Your team is going to have an easy time sliding through the map because they will be dropping women left and right. I like to begin on the left side of the house. There is a garage entrance that opens up into the kitchen area. I like this because it gets you on the inside of the house but still provides some separation from the huge open foyer area that you walk into if you take the front door. Like I was saying before, the mission is pretty easy. What makes it so forgiving to me is that the enemies do not have heavy armor on, which makes them super easy to kill. Keep in mind, this does not mean they are not dangerous. The two main enemies, like the leaders of the cult, have ARs which can easily shred your guys if you're not careful. So like always, you want to focus on having your guys lead the assault. As long as you don't get completely unlucky, they should be able to manage the combat on their own. You saw a couple times throughout the mission I had to get involved, throw some flashbangs, take some shots, but it's way less hectic than grease palms or buy cheap, buy twice, for sure. In fact, it's so laxy-daisy that I end up getting a little too comfortable. A couple points I almost died, but luckily I tightened up and got more careful throughout the mission, which you'll see when I get to the last enemy was crucial. So enough talk about the mission being easy. Let's talk about some of the hard parts. In this playthrough I got lucky, but to me, the toughest part is the middle of the map, which is like a courtyard. If you get lucky like me, there won't be anybody here. Fortunately, that is not always the case. It gets tough when there are both people inside the courtyard itself, but also on the surrounding parts. There's a couple gardens and little fence areas. You'll find that the enemies who hear you in the courtyard, they'll funnel towards you, which makes it unsettling to stay in. The first time I broke down this mission, I did a non-lethal run, so used the pepper ball gun. I'm sure it's way easier when you have automatic rifles, right? But just keep that in mind when you're approaching how to take on the courtyard section. I think one part of the mission that's really a sleeper is the church that's in the back of the map. More specifically, the path that is leading up to it. Say there are often people just, hanging out on the path. And in this run, which I don't think I've seen before, the main doors, the top part doors of the church were actually open, which almost had me cooked. With the church, you need to take it slow. It's kind of awkward, and you need to take it one floor at a time. So clear the first floor, go back out the way you came, and then do the second floor. Don't take the stairs inside the church. So after I cleaned out the back of the map, cleared the church up, right? The last part is to clear the rest of the house and rooms, and then clear, the garden areas. Lastly, you need to clear the cellar if there's anybody left. Clearing the house can be a little bit tricky. It's super tight and a lot of it looks the same, so you might end up in rooms that are new that you thought you already cleared. The gardens can also be difficult because there's various greenhouses that are hard to see through, so if there's enemies in them, they can be a pain in the ass to fight. The cellar, not super difficult, but it's a cellar, so it's creepy, right? I end up clearing everything and spend about 5 to 10 minutes looking for the last person, and they were in a very small bathroom hiding. It was an enemy with a gun, it wasn't a civilian. So make sure you are having your guys clear everything before you go in. Don't just start opening doors. And that is Carriers of the Vine completed. Another mission down in the Ironman run. This one is all about discipline. There are some tight parts of the map, so you need to be patient and use your team properly. The Ironman run is still alive, and the pressure only keeps building from here. If you're enjoying the series so far, drop a like, leave a comment, let me know how you're feeling. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all in part 13. Peace.